久しぶり皆さん元気ですか? Yeah, I've been kind of gone for a little while. I've been out doing stuff in the real world, but I'm back. And first off, I want to say I'm now on Skype. My username is ConstantineJapan. So, feel free to add me or chat with me before I get so busy packing to move to Japan that I'm never online. But, before I dive into the interview, I first want to mention the letter of recommendation. Obviously, this will be different for everyone, and I can't really give a lot of advice on it, but just really be sure that you've got 2 good recommendations and that you follow the proper procedures. The JET people want like 3 copies of your application and all other documents like correlated, as in organized in sets of 3, in the envelope that you send to the embassy. And they want the letters of recommendation sealed in envelopes with the author's signature over the seal, 3 sets of everything inside, and most importantly, if you have not yet graduated, they want one of the letters to include your anticipated date of graduation, as in written by the person writing the recommendation. And this is a really easy thing to overlook and forget. So remember to follow all of these steps, because really, who knows what makes them reject or accept anybody in this program? It's just a big mystery. So don't give them, a simple reason like that to reject you. So you submit your application in November and will receive in the mail a slip of paper confirming its arrival and containing your application ID number. Keep it because this will allow you to check to see if you get an interview. And in January, several months later, they will finally post online the IDs of the people who made it to the interview stage, and also send you an email with your date and location of your interview and all of that stuff. So, congratulations, you got an interview. Now you get to prepare for this bitch. Thankfully, nowadays with wonderful things like the internet, there are quite a few online resources that will help you with this process. In the sidebar, to the left, I've included a list of links to websites that I found really helpful when I was preparing for my interview. The first one is the best one, but they're all very good and contain descriptions of the interview process. I've also when I was preparing, I basically made like this long list of like 50 questions or something that they could potentially ask me, and I saved this. So I'll put that up on my blog, which is linked in the sidebar, so you can read all those prep questions if you don't want to go scouring the internet yourself. So I was expecting something kind of similar to the Spanish Inquisition, something really horrible, especially after reading people's online experiences. But I suppose, thankfully, my interview was actually quite pleasant. I thought I did well, and I knew for sure that 2 of my Japanese interviewers liked me, but I was by no means confident that I was definitely going to get in. So, the months after that were a really horrible waiting process. So first off, get to your interview early. Not too freakishly early, but definitely at least 15 minutes early. My consulate requested that I arrive 30 minutes before my actual scheduled interview time, so I arrived about 10 to 15 minutes before that. So in total, about 45 minutes before my interview time was scheduled to start. Second thing, they're going to have you bring an interview voucher with you with your picture and information on it, and they specifically request a passport style photo. You know what, just pay the $10 and get real passport photos taken. Don't do it on a digital camera or whatever. Just pay the money and do it. You're going to have to do passport photos again later anyway. And be sure to write your name on the back of the photo. They ask you to do this, and don't staple it on the voucher, and don't tape it either. I was going to tape it with just some Scotch tape, but I asked my Japanese friend if that would be a good idea, and he was like, no, absolutely not, dame. So go and get yourself a glue stick and glue stick that mofo on there. I know you probably haven't used a glue stick since you were in elementary school, but just do it. And third, dress professionally. Don't not dress professionally. And girls, don't wear too much makeup. Don't wear an admiral jacket. I wore just black slacks, black blazer, white button-down shirt. I look like an FBI agent from the X-Files or something equally somber. But I don't know, Google pictures of salarymen in OLs. They want you to dress that way. Also, you're going to be in the waiting room for a bit of time. Don't obsess about trying to memorize the informational video they show you or the brochures that will be in front of you. There will, however, be a former JET checking you in and taking your cell phone and your voucher from you. This might be a good opportunity to strike up a conversation with them, ask them questions. Who knows if the interviewers will actually talk to this former jet and ask them who they liked or did not like. But this is at least a good opportunity to show you're interested in the program and that you're capable of being friendly and striking up a conversation with someone you don't know.